Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Longhorns offense will have the football first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was...
Breaks into the open. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. That's caught. It's Jordan. Still on his feet at the 45. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. There is striking distance at the 37. The Longhorns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The give out of the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Using his feet. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield, it's Butler. It's a seam route. Touchdown, Longhorns! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
So nice to find the end zone early, get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you'd expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Massey. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll go to the ground. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Bernard.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. DKR, he visible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
They punted away on 4th down. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. All wideouts, no backs. To the air, it's Owens. He lost one down the sideline. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Watkins. Got through with the 35. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And we're going to call his name a lot today because this dude, he had over 100 last week. He has over 100 almost every single week because he's a staple in this offense. Puts up big numbers, makes big plays, and that's why he's also in the Heisman Trophy conversation.
There he goes. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
Football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight simple. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast, at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious, I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that now.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Quickly down 14-0. They've taken a couple of punches. Let's see if they can get something going this time. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going. Looked really, really poor. This week's starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
Pulls it in. It's Bernard. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost them a big play on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Talking to coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put it together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Wide open, and it's a foot race. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full, because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Great place to start for this offense. The option look. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now the pitch. He's going for the goal line. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown Longhorn! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
It looks like the offense just had the defense confused on that option play. Nobody accounting for the pitch man. The running back able to walk in.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Out of the shotgun on third down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Texas offense. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback empties his backfield. Dropping back, it's Owens. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run.
Turning it on! They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Third down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Watkins. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Texas.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Massey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Catch in the middle, it's Bernard. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He gets a block, and he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Back to throw, it's Owens. Right on the money.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Christensen. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking deep down the right side. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Longhorn!
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Massey. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Longhorns are threatening in the red zone. Wants to throw. It's Owens. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas! These guys wanted to make a statement. The statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is, a comeback could be in the cards. They're trailing by 11 to Utah. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for room, it's Patterson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Fires to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Owens. Looking down the middle. Finds space on the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
The Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Nothing went right for them in the first half, as evidenced by the 0 on the scoreboard, and now they'll try to cut into this big lead on this drive. They'll open the second half with a run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The give to the back. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Now on the option. Quick toss. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
He'll try to do it himself. At the 20, he's got space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make it.
Got enough space. And he'll finish the line in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And I would use this as a part of my offense, too. When I got a guy like this, I can do the design quarterback runs with, and he can make 10 yards look like it's nothing. I mean, just chews up dirt quickly and gets in the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Texas.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Scanning the field, it's Carpenter. Snagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The short hands, it's Zimmerman. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
He's past the 30. There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
To the air on 1st down. Got his man quickly. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. From the gun, running back gets to give. Open space at the 25. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wildcats!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. Lost one deep down the right side. It's him in stride inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. Job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. By the defense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Carpenter. Bringing the heat. Took a shot as he threw.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Man, and that was a drive to forget right there. Like, they wanted to create some space, get out of their own end zone, and maybe flip the field, but that offense got nothing going, and they're going to have to punt from their own end zone.
Makes the catch around the 50. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down and more. He's piled up 112 yards rushing as he inches closer to that 1,400-yard milestone. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The pitch. Oh, he's got some space. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Longhorn! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Defense has to do a better job with their assignment football, trying to slow this option play down. Someone has to account for the dive, the quarterback, and the pitch man. That time they were missing the pitch man outside, and that's why he scored.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down in the 17. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab down the middle. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. Let's see what he can do with it. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Goes to the option. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense.
Turning it on. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the move. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. The quick strike complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
On the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Texas! Great job by the back on the option. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Great job by the quarterback, Reese, making the right read. I got to get that defense to commit to me. Now I pitch it. Running back catches it. I'll take this. I'll do the rest. But it was a great read by the quarterback.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Colorado is getting stomped. You could bring back any of the greats they've had there, Cordell Stewart or Rashaan Salaam. None of them would make a difference today. They're trailing by 14 to Utah. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Carpenter. He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Here comes the Texas offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Christensen. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Breaks into the open. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Kentucky 7. Texas.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He's got it. He's got great speed. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Makes the grab. It's Watkins. There he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that's shove saved a touchdown.
He's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitchman one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling. He showed it to you right there.
Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that second down, quarterback had nowhere to go with it, and the defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up 3rd and long, but because they couldn't do that and they let him spring free, it's now 3rd and manageable. This defense just making life hard on themselves.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Carpenter. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed it.
He's got it on the left. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.